CompanyCam solves all those conversations, and beyond that, it stops the bad conversations from happening. It actually makes the homeowner feel more empowered because they know that you're doing a good job. There's a lot of things that software does that really goes from a bad customer experience where they don't want to pay you or they're not going to pay you and they're not going to write a 5-star review to literally they may not like the additional money, but they're willing to pay it. They're going to pay it, and they're going to probably write you a 5-star review because you gave them a better experience because you're doing exactly what you said you're going to do. That's an example of software that actually brings real value to a company.
Value to the business, generating better experience, aka more reviews, generating decreasing decreasing time and time that's having to be spent on certain things, and or increasing revenue by assisting you in some aspect of generating revenue. So creating that value. So that's an important thing to consider, but not the only important thing, right? We have, what else? What's the next what are the other things that we want to consider when evaluating software? One is the value, right? One is what does it bring to the table, but what else?
What I'm thinking about, I want it to move the needle. I want whatever software I use to move the needle in whatever goals I have.
How do you think? Well, let me ask you this: how do you think about pricing? So we're talking about value, right? But the company like CompanyCam, for example, is great. What if CompanyCam was $1,000 per month per user?
I probably wouldn't use it. It's also
so how do you talk me through how do you think about price when evaluating software?
It's one of the last things I think about because if I can trust that this software,
so focus on value first, then evaluate price and evaluate is this value that I've established worth this price.
And yeah, we talk about value. That's like a very salesy thing. Basically, what can the software do for me and my company? Like that's what I think about. Like what's in it for me?
Right.
What like
so if you evaluate it, if you do a demo for a software, you love it, and then you get to the end and you get price shock, you're like, this is really expensive. How do you think through like evaluating rationally, is it worth this price? Talk to me through that.
So in roofing, I think about how many roofs I have to sell to make up to basically get the ROI. That's what I would think. Okay, how many roofs do I have to sell to pay for this for the entire year? And CompanyCam is actually getting more expensive. It actually has an increase. And I saw my bill the other day, like, dang it. But I'm like, it's not, the value's still there. It's worth keeping CompanyCam.
It generates more roofs for you than that cost.
That's right. So that's pretty much how I view the value of the software or anything that we use.
That value equation. What do you see as the biggest mistakes that you see roofers making when it comes to evaluating software? Things that they're seeing as important that maybe are not important, or just mistakes in general?